What's happening, ladies and germs? Welcome to an all-new episode of the Gray's Taproom Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, the Trash Can Tabby. And with me, as always, the best-looking zombie without makeup on the Walking Dead set, Mike.
Heidi Ho.
What'd you think of that one?
That was good.
That was good?
That was good. I liked that.
I kind of had to go with that because of what we did today.
Oh, yeah, at Scarefest.
At Scarefest.
Fuck, that was fun.
God, I met Greg Nicotero.
And I will be posting the video of you crying about it.
I held my composure until I left his booth.
You had to go outside.
When we took the picture and he put his arm around my waist, I was like, oh God, Greg Nicotero's touching me right now. Like, you guys don't even understand. Like, I've been doing special effects makeup for almost 20 years now.
Yeah.
And
you got to meet your hero.
I got to meet one of my fucking idols.
Your inspiration behind your craft.
A lot of inspiration.
Yeah. At least, 90% of the inspiration behind your craft?
Oh, a lot. He is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
But I held my composure because I thought I was going to break before I met him. And then we get outside, and he signed to Tabby. And when he asked me how to spell it, I was like, I should have had him all write trash can.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
That would have been cool.
It doesn't matter. It was Greg fucking Nicotero.
For those of you that don't know who Greg Nicotero is,
have you ever seen The Walking Dead?
let me shout off some of his resume for you.
Yeah.
He is the man behind Army of Darkness. He is the owner of K&B Studios. He's got two other guys that work with him. But he's done work on, again, Army of Darkness. He directed and most of the episodes and did all the makeup work for The Walking Dead. He is Quentin Tarantino's go-to guy for special effects.
Yep. He's been in the movie scene for, 40 years now?
About 35, maybe a little bit more.
He is one cool fucker. Like, Gunnar was touching all the pictures as we were standing in line. That's the highlight of my day. And I looked at Gunnar, and I was already, like, super anxious, all the energy. Like, I was just, like, kind of, like, frazzled. So I looked at Gunnar, and I said, Gunnar, stop touching all the fucking pictures. And I guess he heard me say that because he was talking to another person who was in line with him. And so he looks at Gunnar and goes, here, touch the zombie head, and pulls out this foam zombie head. Well, Gunnar backed away, and he's like, oh, so you're going to touch all of my fucking pictures? You won't fucking touch the zombie head? And was like screaming at him, and he was smiling and laughing, and then Gunnar was like, what? And I just, that was
He goes,
fantastic.
no, I'm just messing with you, man.
Yep. Let's get a picture. Come here.
But yeah. And then we got to meet the immortal David Arquette, a.k.a. Sheriff or Deputy Dewey Riley from the hit Scream franchise. Another Scream reference on the show.
There we go.
But no, we got to meet him.
Stood in line for 2.5 hours.
Worth it.
Even
though it was very brief that we got to speak with him.
We traded off, for those of you wondering.
Yeah.
We didn't stand there the entire 2.5 hours, because I'll tell you what. People at cons, if you're listening to this and you go to Comic-Con or a con of any kind, wear fucking deodorant, you stinky ass fucking people.
Please. Especially if you're cosplaying.
Oh my God. There were so many smelly people. And what's really sad though is like people don't know personal space. Because when I came to tag you out and trade the backpack, the person behind me, the guy behind me with the mustache, was...
The curly Q mustache?
Yeah, he was on my butt.
The curly mustache.
The curly mustache anymore. But no, he was on my ass, and I hit him with the backpack multiple times because he would not back the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then...
fucking move.
Right. Now, we did get to catch glances of, like, Scout Taylor Compton.
No,
Oh, you actually made her turn around and give us a little giggle.
Well, before that, we both rounded a corner at the same time, and we headbutt each other.
You almost knocked her out.
I did. I almost made her fall. I had to catch her.
That's fucking great.
But yeah, if you don't know who Scout Taylor is, she was in those shitty Rob Zombie Halloween films playing... quote-unquote Laurie Strode.
Laurie.
She was sweet, though.
Yeah, she was very nice.
She was very sweet.
Well, when we were in line doing our live...
When I knocked her down, she apologized to me. I'm like, yeah, woman, you apologize to the man. No.
When we were in line doing the live and we had the camera and you turned it towards Gunnar and she walked past...
Oh, hey, there's Scout Taylor.
And she turns around and goes,
hey.
Like, and she smiled and, like, waved. It was so cute.
She was a lot prettier in person.
She's had a lot of work done.
She's our age.
She is pretty. but she's had work done.
Yeah.
And then we got to glance at Danielle Harris. Me and Gunner.
Several times.
Gunner and I talked to Emily Kenny, who played Beth on Walking Dead.
Yeah, she walked by me while I was tweeting.
Yeah.
I was talking to you all on Twitter.
Oh, and then we seen Dylan McDermott. He walked past us.
We
when I looked at you and I went,
yeah.
And you looked over and he was right there.
We tried to catch. Well, we caught a couple of glimpses of The Shape, Nick Castle.
Nick Castle. God damn it.
Michael Myers.
His line was just as long as David Arquette's.
Yeah.
They had to open the back dock, like a loading dock, so they can have a line for him.
Yeah.
And so we asked one of the...
Tom Savini walked right by us.
Yeah,
He's short.
He is very short.
I thought he was taller.
I did too.
He's like gnome height. He's like the size of a gnome.
Yeah, he's like 5'4", 5'5".
Yeah.
Yeah, he's short.
Kane Hodder was there.
Yeah, got
Jason
to see
Voorhees.
Kane Hodder, Doug Bradley.
Yeah,
Pinhead. Who else? Gunnar got to talk to the live action Chica and Freddy Fazbear
from Five Nights
at Freddy's. Every time we would pass her booth, he'd go, "Hi, Chica!"
Yeah,
and she'd take a
wave.
picture with somebody and then stop and go, "Hey, buddy." We got to see
Tyler Levine.
I was working up to that
okay.
because that was the highlight of my fucking night.
Yeah, that was pretty rad.
So.
Friend of the show.
He's actually
actual friend of the show now.
So let me get there. So we walked over to his booth about 3:00.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, he just took a lunch. He'll be back about 3:45, 4:00."
Yeah.
And of course, the smaller actors or the performers, they don't have a very long line. Oh, Jack Osborne. There was another one that we got to see.
No, J&C, I did not tell him that his family's podcast sucks. I whispered it at him. I went, "Your podcast sucks."
As we were walking
Yeah.
by, you're like, "You should go tell him you had a crush on him when you were 14.
Your 14-year-old girl is dripping right now.
Right, exactly.
Your 14-year-old self is dripping right now.
And then
Your podcast sucks.
And then as you're walking away, I'm going to say, "Your podcast sucks."
Yeah.
I'm glad he didn't hear that.
He was 3 feet from me when I whispered it.
So after we left Tyler Labine, because we were going to go get Nick Castle's autograph because it's The Shape, but there was no way physically and mentally I could stand in another line for 2.5 hours.
Yeah. It was.
There is no possible way.
We'll catch the next time.
And so as we're waiting in line for David Arquette, Tyler Labine... No, we were walking through the doors. Or, wait, whose line were we waiting in when Tyler Labine walked by and touched my butt?
We were coming... No, we were in David... that
Was it David Arquette's line? It was in David Arquette's line.
We
we're
were
in the doorway.
next in line to meet David Arquette.
So we're in this doorway, and he, walks by, and you, for some
I called him
retarded reason,
Taylor.
called him Taylor. You're like, "Hey, it's Taylor!" And then he walks by, and he's like, "Hey," like he was on a mission. And then he walked by me and bumped me, and he goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I was like, that was Tyler Labine.
Yeah.
I was fangirling, and I was like, he accidentally touched my butt.
That was Dale from Tucker and Dale.
Fuck! And I got so excited. So after we decided that we were way too tired and way too hungry and way too cranky because they didn't have food there. I didn't see food.
There
It
was
was outside.
Well, there was one. It was like a hot dog, like a snack cart, like movie theater food.
Yeah, but no, fuck that. So we were hungry, tired, and we just didn't want to wait in line for Nick Castle again. Don't get me wrong. I love Nick Castle. I wanted to meet Nick Castle. I wanted him to sign my Haddonfield.
It's Michael Myers.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's Michael fucking Myers.
But then when we walked past Tyler Labine's little booth, it said $60 for a combo. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Because most of the combos were $100. So once we took a break, we walked around the convention a little bit more, looked at booths. Awesome booths, by the way. Scarefest's crew did a great job of getting some awesome
very
vendors.
organized.
Oh my God, it was the most organized con I've ever seen. We were wrapped around the building.
Lexington knows how to put on a con.
Yes.
They really do. They're very good at
We got there
with
at 11 o'clock. Well, 10:55. We got in line at 10:55. Doors
Yeah.
opened at 11. We were inside the showroom floor by 11:35.
Yeah.
That's how awesome they are.
Yeah.
So anyway, we go look around a little bit. We check out our buddies over at Halloween Life's booth.
Yes.
Again, for the third time. Fuck you, Rob. Love you. But So we go back about 4 o'clock. That was about 3:50. It was about 3:50, 3:55.
Yeah.
So we're standing there at his booth and nobody's around. Then this line starts to get built up behind us. 4:10, 4:15, 4:20, 4:25, 4:30, 4:40 rolls around. And the poor girl sitting behind the booth is like, he just said he was going to be 30 minutes. He said he would be right back.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, he's probably pooping. And she kind of chuckled. Well, he comes walking back around and we're first at his table, first in line. And he sits down. He's like talking to us. He's like, oh, yeah, I haven't eaten since yesterday. And then I da-da-da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, you were pooping, weren't you? Totally fine, dude. Take all the time you need to if you need to poop. We get it. And he's like, no, didn't really poop. Didn't think about it until now. And you're probably right. You're making me want to go poop.
Now I have to poop.
Now I have to poop. And so we just bantered on back and forth. Tyler Labine is the nicest fucking guy ever. Like, I am in love with him. I'm fangirl with him.
He was pretty rad.
I mean, he talked about the different movies he's been on, mostly Tucker and Dale with us. You asked him a cool question that he'd never had before.
Yeah, because if you've ever seen Tucker and Dale, his favorite Dale's favorite game is Trivial Pursuit. So I had to ask him. I said, dude, has anyone ever brought you a Trivial Pursuit game to sign? And he said, no, it's usually chainsaws or cans of PBR.
Yeah. Yep. Or, he said oars, too. People have brought him oars.
Yeah. But never a game of Trivial Pursuit.
Nope.
So the next time we meet him, we're going
to... That's your idea. That's our idea. We're going to... That's ours. Nobody takes it.
A signed copy of Trivial Pursuit.
My God.
That will never get played.
No.
It will be merch.
You know what I'm really thinking of doing?
What
I said earlier.
What?
Just grabbing a deck, a random the black or the white cards of Cards Against Humanity, or even the black cards, and just grabbing one and or taking them with us, laying them out and say, grab one. Whichever one you grab, you have to sign your name in the blank spot.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Next con we do, I'm doing it.
Okay,
I'm doing it. But no, that was super fun though. Big day. Good God. I don't even know how many steps I've walked today because my step counter's down.
It just says error.
Oh, God, after that? Oh, God.
Yeah.
No, mostly it was standing in line. Like, it felt good to actually sit in the car and drive home the hour and a half or hour 15 we did.
Yeah.
Because my knees were bent.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't straight.
Yeah.
Holy hell. And then just so much energy and cool shit.
Yeah.
Very cool shit.
Well, let's...
And I'm super excited because of Scarefest leading into this, which our episode tonight is on...
It's very educational.
The Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
Local legend.
It's
a building. It's not a person.
It's not a person.
It was built by people, and the land it was on was bought by people. But yeah, tonight we are discussing the history and hauntings of Louisville's very own Waverly Hills Sanatorium. Or Sanatorium. I don't know if there's a difference. I really don't care.
Is Sanitarium, isn't that the song that Metallica sings?
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's about Waverly Hills. It is a song about it.
Well, that's fucking rad. So, it's located at 4400 Pear Lee Drive in Louisville, Kentucky.
About 10 minutes from our house.
Mm-hmm. No, I'd say about...
Depending on how many traffic lights you hit and what Dixie Highway looks like.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, anywhere between 15 minutes to a half an hour.
Yeah.
So in the early 1900s, Jefferson County was ravaged by an outbreak of tuberculosis known as the White Plague, which prompted the construction of a new hospital. The sanatorium opened in 1910 as a 2-story facility able to accommodate between 40 and 50 tuberculosis. I can't talk.
Tuberculosis. TB.
Tuberculosis patients. The hospital closed in 1961 due to the success of an antibiotic drug. I'm not even going to pronounce that. Hold on. Streptomycin.
You were close.
In lowering the needs for such facility. At some point, plans were made to turn the abandoned hospital into a hotel, but this is no longer the case, which I am super upset about because I would kill to be the director of sales at Waverly Hills.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be my fucking dream job right there.
You get the job that you went to school for, but you get to do it at Waverly Hills.
My God.
Now, for those of you that don't know, Waverly Hill has a recorded death toll of 63,000 plus. And I say plus because the 63,000 part is what's recorded. It's unknown how many more died after that number. But either way, 63,000 is a lot of deaths. But before it was a hospital, in 1883, a guy named Major Thomas H. Hayes bought the land that it was on, and they built their house. That was actually originally their house. It wasn't with the photos of the way you see it now. It didn't always look like that. It started out a lot smaller, and his daughter actually wanted to convert it into a schoolhouse, and it became known as the Waverly School. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. And then, as time went on, Louisville had one of America's biggest tuberculosis outbreaks.
It was.
And then they decided to, hey, let's convert it into a hospital and
Right.
let's help out.
So the main reason why tuberculosis was so big here in Louisville and Jefferson County, so most of you guys have heard me say that my allergies are bad. People who, nice, you actually crackened that one. How was it crackened? Perfect.
The strawberry was god tier.
Practically
by the way,
perfect. Oh yeah, we forgot to tell everybody.
I am drinking the Lipton hard tea for the first time tonight. I have had 3 of the 4 flavors. Fuck, they're all good so far. The only thing I have left to do is the one I'm afraid of the most, and that's peach tea.
It might be good. You've loved everything so far.
Oh, by the way, these are better than Twisted Tea. You heard it from me.
Don't tell Twisted Tea they're following us. Let's try and get Lipton to follow us too.
Sorry, it is what it is. Back to the show.
Anyway, so the main reason why that tuberculosis was running so fucking rampant here in Louisville, Jefferson County, can you not burp into the microphone?
I'm sorry. I thought this was a show with alcohol on it.
Yeah, but you don't have to burp.
I do.
I mean, you do, but
you do it literally all the time.
Not into the microphone.
Bullshits.
So we're in the Ohio Valley, and in this valley, it's very humid. Of course, we have the Ohio River.
Yeah.
And tuberculosis, of course, was like an infection in the lungs that you couldn't get rid of.
Yes.
And because of the humid circumstances, the moisture in the air,
it was easy for it to
allergies,
spread.
And it was easy for not only for it to spread, but for more people to have it, like catch it.
The way the weather is here at the time,
It's bullshit.
it was basically a breeding ground. It was ground zero for tuberculosis, for the most part, in this part of the region of the country, because again, the humidity, the heat, and especially in the summer, it was very, very easy for tuberculosis to spread. It was pretty fucking wild. But yeah, and the around the early parts of 1911, Louisville began to make preparations to build a new city hospital, and the hospital commissioners decided that their plans would there would be no provision to make in the new city hospital. So I'm having a problem wording today. Sorry, my notes are fucked up.
Well, I know the expansion though from the schoolhouse that they turned into the hospital ward.
Thank you for the assist.
No,
because
you're
I was
long day. It's been
Yeah.
a long day.
It has been a crazy day.
But anyway, so due to the constant need for repairs on the wooden structures and more durable structures, more beds, because for some reason, super influx of tuberculosis patients, they created the 5-story building that could hold more than 400 patients at a time. So that was back in 1924. That's when the main building actually was built. So in this main building, a lot of the nurses and doctors that went in to work it knew that it was their final job, their final task.
Yes.
Because they more than likely were going to catch it or not come back. Now, the cool thing, though, about Waverly Hills is there's 5 stories.
Yep.
And on each level, there is an outdoor atrium. So let's get into a little bit about the medicine that they did, the the ways that they tried to fix it before they knew to use an antibiotic.
Yeah.
One of the ways is that they would put the patients outside into the outdoor atriums, which anybody who gets a chance to go and tour Waverly Hills, whether it's a 2-hour, 4-hour, or an overnight, which I'm still dying to go to, which is an 8-hour tour, free reign of the building. 10 people go, it's $100 a person, and you can literally walk the entire fucking place. It's scary at the same time thinking about it, but
I've been to Waverly 3 times.
I have as well.
On the ghost tours.
I've done 2 ghost tours.
Well,
And
I took
you took AJ last year, yeah.
Yeah.
But I've done 2 ghost tours, and I've been once or twice for the haunted house that they have in October. But the atriums are really, really pretty. Like it's like a porch on every level, and then like there's glass windows, large glass windows and doors that they would put the patients in, and so that they can get sunlight and fresh air, which they thought helped. But they also did, I guess you can say, experiments, or they tried to find ways to make patients better, which, I mean, honestly, were super fucking brutal.
Yeah.
They were awful.
One of the ones that really stuck out to me was the where they would break open the chest cavity, and they thought that sunlight exposure was the best treatment because it would help stop the spread. So what they would do is they would sedate a patient, open up their chest cavity, and expose their lungs and let the sun just shine on their lungs. Their lungs are just hanging out into the open. Let's put sunlight on it. Let's open all these windows. I mean, I guess I don't know. That just doesn't. That seems kind of stupid.
I mean, they didn't have the technology like we have now.
I know, but still, like,
they were trying anything and everything, but they don't understand
Yeah.
is this was people's lives.
Yeah, and well, they
But
kept
then-
doing it over and over and over, and every single time it was a failure.
But they also chose the most terminal to try it on.
Yeah, the ones that were these people
pretty
will
much
likely,
were one foot in the grave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna die. So, but let's just try it and see what happens.
One
It's a shot in the dark.
One of the ones that sticks out in my mind, well, there's 2 of them that actually stick out in my mind.
Yeah.
And that's where they opened the chest and broke ribs. And then inside of the body expanded the lungs to where they thought that it would regain a lot more oxygen that way. But it ended up killing a lot of them. And then the second one was that they would inflate the lungs with a balloon.
Yeah,
A lot of people that went into Waverly Hills never exited as a living, breathing human. And a lot of those people still haunt it to this day.
quite a bit. There's, of course, the story of little Timmy. Now, about that one, I've heard that there was no record of a child by that name.
No.
But the story is if you, I think it's on the 3rd floor. There's a certain
Third
part
floor
of it.
was the children's floor, I do believe.
There's a certain cross section of hallways on the 3rd floor. I think it's on the west wing of the building. That if you set a ball in it,
You roll a ball.
or roll a ball, it'll come back to you. And it's this kid.
That they've named Timmy.
Allegedly, his name
Right.
was Timmy.
But they've also caught voice recordings where he said his name was Timmy. But I think he could be a prankster.
Yeah.
So
Maybe it was a misinterpretation and his name is Tommy? I don't know.
Billy? I don't know either.
I don't know. I mean, Tommy sounds more like Timmy.
Yeah,
Or they could have just named him that.
they could have.
Because there's no record of him.
Of a Timmy.
Yeah. So like, well, it's clearly a kid. Or
I mean,
we're
there
assuming.
could be a Timothy
yeah. Well,
somewhere.
yeah.
Now, the 2 sisters.
Yes.
That story was cool to me.
I love that story.
I do too.
I love hearing about it.
I don't remember it fully, but I do remember where one sister was sick
Yeah.
and the other one had left and
She was cured.
She was cured.
Yeah.
But no, she ended up with tuberculosis, and she had never been with her sister or something. And then she ended up in the hospital in the same room with her sister, and they both died at the same time. I think that's what the story was.
Could be.
I just know it was two sisters, and there was a weird connection.
Yeah.
The cafeteria was supposedly huge. I've never seen the cafeteria before.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, being on the tour though, there's nothing better than a tour of Waverly Hills.
One of the stories that I like that's always fascinated me, and it might be the scariest one to me, but it's also
the
probably my
doctors
favorite.
in the first floor lobby.
No,
that
this
one
one is one night these three teenagers snuck in.
Mm-hmm.
They broke into the building. They got it past security.
That was
or
easy
something
back
like
in the day.
that. Well, this was within the past 20 years that this happened. Within the past 20 years, I believe. And they were going up a stairwell.
Mm-hmm.
And the door at the top of the stairwell slammed shut. Mm-hmm. And when they turned around to run, they saw apparitions standing there right behind them. So they had this hatchet, and they started just slamming on it, trying to chop the door down and bust the frame.
Trying to get it open, yeah.
And the way that the tour guide presented it was, she told the story, and then when she shined her flashlight, and here's the marks where they were chopping the wood around the frame to try to get out.
The metal around the frame,
you can see all these axe marks all over, like up and down the frame.
And then a security guard showed up a few minutes later and just opened the door like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
I remember
that one's wild.
I remember that story.
Yeah.
Before I go any further with my next couple stories, because I've had some shit happen to me there, the death tunnel. I do want to get into the death tunnel. So the last time that you and I went on a tour together of Waverly Hills, the death tunnel is 500 feet from the inside of the hospital to the bottom, which leads to the outside.
542 feet.
Is it 542?
542.
Okay.
But they have, I think...
Or is that the stairs?
Well, no, they have... It's 542 feet from end to end of the death tunnel. Mm-hmm. But some of it's blocked off. Like, you can't go out it and out of the building through it. They have a section, like the back section of it is gated off.
Well, yeah, they've got the door gated off on the other side.
Yeah.
But the reason why that they have the death tunnel is because they didn't want to keep taking the dead patients outside the front doors to show all the other patients.
It was a morale thing.
It was.
Yeah.
So it's not like, hey, you've come here to die, even though they practically did.
Yeah, but they didn't want to freak anyone out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for those of you who have never seen the death tunnel, they're very shallow steps to the left of you. And there is like a ramp to the right. So you can walk down the ramp or walk down the steps. Mm-hmm. The ramps would take the gurneys down, take the bodies down on gurneys where people could walk down the steps. They've closed it off here recently to tours because there were people who thought they could make it to the bottom of the steps and be fine. They make it halfway back up, and they would have a heart attack or pass out or whatever because it was just so strenuous.
I remember the first tour that we did.
Back in 12.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We got to walk the tunnel. Fuck that.
Yeah. It's you guys don't understand. The steps are very, like, shallow steps.
And, yeah.
They're maybe, 8 inches? Lengthwise?
No, it's like step, and then go up. Boom, boom, up, boom, boom, up, boom, boom.
There's like ledges here and there, but they're very the size of the steps are very, very small.
Walking 2 laps through that death tunnel is every leg exercise that you can possibly do at a gym. With bonus points.
It's definitely
you want to fucking get out of breath? I don't care how good a shape you're in. You will get to the top and be just wheezing.
Yep.
I couldn't fucking breathe.
Yeah,
I had to sit down in the hallway. You remember?
And it's not steep. It's not super steep.
It's an odd incline.
It is a very odd incline, but it's dark as fuck. There's no lights.
No.
It is absolutely terrifying. Like when we went on the tour back in 2012, they allowed you to walk down as far as you could safely in the dark. Mm-hmm. And you want to talk about scared.
Yeah.
Like, I don't go underground anyway, because this leads you underground and outside.
Yeah, it's a tunnel.
It's a tunnel.
Yeah.
I don't do that. But I made it a little bit in, and it was just way too creepy for me.
Did you say the part where, or before it was a body chute, that was where hospital
supplies would come in as well.
It was used as the loading dock at the start. But because the deaths increased so much, so fast, that was the best way to get them out. And that was the easiest way and the most logical way to get them out. So they started using another location for supplies loading or unloading and receiving. But yeah, I think, if you're okay with this, that we should dive into Waverly's most infamous story.
Of?
What's our area code?
The Nurse of 502.
Yeah.
Oh, are we gonna throw our ideas about it?
Indulge in this for a little bit.
So, for those of you listening
there's
have
two famous theories that have spread the most.
Well, here's the fun fact, though, that we found out on the last tour that we went on last year. May of last year? June. It was Angie's birthday. So, when we went on the tour back in 2012, there is a small room that's 502. It was a nurse who had worked there.
Yep.
It was her room. There, again, the two theories. One theory is that she was pregnant and she committed suicide.
Well, both theories are she's pregnant in both sides of the
theories,
story.
yes.
But yeah.
She's pregnant by one of the head surgeons, is what they're saying.
Yes.
So the two theories is she hung herself committing suicide because she was going to have a child out of wedlock with the head surgeon.
Yeah.
And of course, back in those days, that was frowned upon.
Yeah.
The second theory is they killed her.
Okay, well then there's three theories.
Okay.
The third one is that she jumped to her death. You know,
never really hung herself.
She never hung herself. You know the big corridor, not the corridor, but that big open space that's right next to the left of it? There's a huge window as you walk in. There's the biggest window.
Yeah.
And that's the only spot where there's no ledge and it's straight shot to the ground.
She just walked off of it?
No, she opened the window and just ran at it.
She had to have gone head first because there's no way. Like,
she opened the window and dove.
Yeah. So they said she hung herself or she was killed in 502, but
right outside.
Now they're stating that evidence has proven that she actually hung herself outside of the 502 room in the hallway area.
There's water main pipes that run over the door frame.
Right.
Yeah. And the janitor who was coming into work for his morning shift came up the elevator because the elevator is right across the hall.
Right. No, it's like right in front of it.
So as soon as the elevator doors open,
he's seen her.
The maintenance guy or janitor, maintenance guy walks out and sees her. So she had to have done this apparently late at night or during a late night shift.
Or on her way back to her room. But the creepy part about the 502 room is the first time I went there, I was perfectly fine. I got near the room, around the room, and I literally almost passed out. I blacked out.
Yeah.
That was weird. You caught me.
Yeah.
You caught me.
You had a normal experience when we went last year.
Yes. Last year it was pretty. I think the group was really big though.
Yeah.
That kind of helped defer the energy. The other fun one that I had when we went on the tour is whenever they make you walk alone in the dark down the hallway. And
shadow people.
The shadow people.
Yes,
now,
that's fun.
The cool part about Waverly is there's no lights inside of it. It's all outside, all natural lighting when it's dark. Now there are exit signs that are hung above the exit doors. Of course, you have to have those now.
Yeah.
But it's all dark, but there's so many windows. It's open. Like you could feel the breeze even in the hallways. And they make you walk down. Okay, so let's say this corridor is 50 yards? I would say.
Yeah.
Give or take. like the full corridor. They make you walk down about 10 to 15 yards by yourself, like halfway down, away from the group. Stick your arms out, and you could see some light behind you, and if you look carefully, you can see whooshes of shadows walking back and forth.
It's fucking crazy.
It's insane. And you think it's your eyes playing a trick on you, but they say in the tour, if you see something, call it out. Get more people to look.
Yeah, okay, on that. And I did that very thing.
Yep.
Because as you were walking down, I was standing, Jace was in our group with us.
Yep.
He was standing next to me. But he wasn't close to me. There was about 3 feet between us. And we were at the back of the group. Like, we were behind everybody. And while you're at the end of the hallway, it's the part where you got to the end and he the guy told you to stop, put your arms out, and
just stand
wait
still.
X number of minutes. As that's happening, now again, I'm standing next to Jace, but he's not like right next to me.
Right.
He's about 3 feet. I felt this rubbing on the side of my leg, my left leg. I looked down, thinking it was him trying to get my attention. And as I look down, I see my cell phone coming out of my fucking pocket. And did you hear me scream?
Nope.
From that far away?
Nope.
Then I guess I didn't scream loud enough.
No, because I was too worried about...
You were in your own head at the time.
I was too worried about what the fuck guy was behind me.
Yeah. Well, as my phone's... I look down and I see my phone...
coming out of your pocket.
Levitating out of my pocket. I know you all people might be thinking, oh, that's bullshit. No, I fucking saw what I saw.
Right.
My phone came out of I pushed it back down. And I went, excuse me, my phone is sliding out of me. And everyone turns around and there's flashlights on me. And I'm standing there frozen, pale white. What happened? I said, my phone was being pulled out of my pocket. I watched it happen.
And on my end...
I hate that nobody fucking saw it because it sounds like it's bullshit.
Okay, so think about it this way. Is things happening to me?
Yeah.
But nobody sees it, but I feel it. How do you think I feel? I feel like I'm a fucking nut job.
Well, we all saw the shadow people walking by you.
Yes, but no one's seen the big black...
I did.
Where he stretched the entire fucking hallway.
I told you I saw it. You said, did you see what was behind me? I said, I saw it. He goes...
So, picture, when Dracula takes his arms out with his cape? Picture that.
He was Jesusing behind you.
But he was wrapping his arms around me, and it felt like a weighted blanket was about to be placed.
I saw it
on me.
Whatever it was, it embraced you.
It was trying to, and that's when I said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out," and took off running.
Yeah, I saw. He said the guy goes, "Hold on," and you said no, and you fucking Barry Allen ran.
Oh, I was the Flash at that point.
I saw lightning come off of your body. You were running back to us. So
the Speed Force.
I just heard you go, "Fuck this."
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Yeah.
That was intense.
Yep. That one was. Now, the last time we went in June of last year.
Yeah.
Now they told you to take as many pictures as you could.
Yeah, they said if you want to take
pictures, just take them. But they said take at least 3 minimum at the click, click, click.
Yeah.
So that at least you'll get something. I have a picture of what looks like an apparition walking through the wall. You see nothing.
Do you still have that photo?
Somewhere.
If you can find it, I'm going to post it on our socials for everyone to see.
Yeah. So there's a red light, a red exit light that's right above us. I take a picture, I take a picture, I take a picture. Like back to back, click, click, click.
Yeah.
And then I go back to look at it, and you see an elbow. Full blown, like you can tell.
You see the whole arm.
Yeah, it's like a shoulder, elbow,
Yeah.
walking through the wall. That was cool as fuck.
If you cut off at the shoulder and go straight down to where the legs begin, you see that much.
And then when we were on the 4th floor atrium outside on the south side of the
picture
building,
I have of the fire hydrant and the red hole.
That one too, but I'm talking about the one in the bell tower.
Yeah.
The picture that you were just like chicka chicka chicka, and you were taking pictures, and up in the window there's a face.
No, it's a full body.
No, it was a face.
Was it just a face? I'll have to look again.
A
Yeah,
face.
it's one of my photos.
Yep.
This is a place I want to visit like yearly.
Oh gosh,
I do want to go.
I want to do
before
that
this year is
overnight.
over. I want to go. I
We
don't want to
can't-
go to the haunted house.
We can't do it because they don't do tours in the cold.
Yeah, I know.
Because if it's warm and you feel cold, that's how it works.
We need 8 more of you to pitch in $100 and join us, and we'll do a live show. We will do an 8-hour live stream at Waverly Hills. I will record the whole fucking thing.
If they would let you.
On an overnight tour, you can do and go where you please.
That's true. If you guys,
we need 8 of you to pitch in $100 each. Fly to Louisville. Let's fucking go.
Honestly, if you guys get a chance, just please, just go online and look at the pictures. It's so fucking gorgeous.
It's a beautiful. I remember as soon as we pulled up.
Well,
when I was with AJ,
and you were riding up the hill.
I said, "All right, dude, here
we
it comes."
go.
I said, "We're go." He goes, "Is it up here?" I said, "Dude, we're in its driveway right now."
Yeah.
He goes, "God, and it is deep in the woods."
Yes, it is set back up the hill, away from everything.
Yeah.
If
you're on the top floor on that balcony,
Yeah.
you can see the skyline.
You can see all of Louisville for the most part. Yeah.
You can see the whole fucking city from up there.
Yes.
It is that high up.
Yep.
But we're pulling up into the driveway of the building, and I said, "All right, dude, are you ready? Here it comes." There's the sign, the gate at the gate. It says, "Welcome to Waverly Hills."
Yep.
On the iron gate. Mm-hmm. I go, "Dude, here we go. Look."
And you guys had it perfect because the sun was setting.
I said, "Dude, when we go through this gate, I want you to count to 3 and then look to your left." And as soon as that happens, 1, 2, 3, you see the windows of the West Wing right there. And then you round that corner. I said, "Dude, cue the music." He goes, "Hold on, stop. And he puts on Metallica Sanitarium. And he goes, "All right, go." So we pulled up, and you round that corner, and boom, there she is in all her glory. What a beautiful building this is, too.
Absolute gorgeous.
That's 130 years old building.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful, and just pulling up to it, it takes your breath away because it's so majestic.
It's so big.
It's rich with history. Yes, the history behind it sucks. It's terrible,
awful.
But if you love paranormal stuff, then you appreciate it for what it is.
And what's cool though
it's
is
a landmark.
The first tour we went on, we didn't get to experience a lot of we got to see the morgue, the death tunnel, the hallways, certain rooms. But the other one that we went to in June, they actually took us into the surgical studio. We got to see the
we went to the whole
studio.
We stood in one of the rooms on the east side of the building.
Where they...
On the 4th floor.
Yeah.
And it still has all the green tile.
On the
green tile? On the floor, anyway. You can see the electrical work that was there.
Oh my gosh!
Through the walls because there's holes and shit and panels have fallen off.
And then they have the viewing panel, and then they had the
X-ray.
X-ray.
X-ray. I've had 4 beers.
You're fine.
The X-ray.
Yes.
You flick on the light and you put the X-ray on the.
Yeah, it's the X-ray board.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are still up.
Yeah, they are. They are.
They're rusty as fuck, but they're still there.
The
surgery table is still in the room.
It's still in there too. Yeah.
They make you gather around this thing like it's a goddamn seance. And she's
cool,
like, "So in this fucking room, let me tell you some bullshit."
Here's where they performed a lot of non-cool shit.
Yeah.
They were running tests on people to see if it actually worked, which it didn't.
You know what sucks though? Going back earlier in the episode, we were talking about the experiments performed. One of them that really fucks me up is in the dead of winter. You know, winter gets here. You know what January's like in this place.
Yeah.
It's fucking goddamn cold.
Absolutely.
You know what they had the bright idea of?
Putting them outside.
Let's take them outside and just leave them there. Fuck you.
They had blankets.
Yeah, they're going to die anyway. They would wheel these people.
Sunshine and fresh air.
Get out of your goddamn bed.
Man, they sound like my mom. Go outside, get some sunshine and fresh air.
Yeah, get out of your bed, you lazy prick. And
you're dying.
Go sit on the balcony. We'll give you a blanket.
Get some fresh air.
You each get 1 blanket.
A blanket.
Yeah. sit here, or you don't want to get out of bed, fine, we'll wheel your fucking bed out there.
So I completely forgot about this, but the Kentucky Historic Institutions, KYHI.org, they have a patient death index starting at 1911, so you can search for names.
Actually, a friend of mine that I used to work with at Meyer, his grandmother was a TB patient there, and she passed there.
I don't even...
Around the time in 1961 when it shut down, she was one of the last people to pass there.
Yeah.
He has her death records from it.
I want to say one of my, like, grandparents' cousins, or siblings, or some relative in my family from here, they were a patient at Waverly, but they survived.
If you're from here, I'm pretty sure someone in your family has been
there.
Was a patient at Waverly. They had a lot of people there.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people.
My last and final Waverly spook story.
Yeah.
So we got to go into the, I guess you can, like, the check-in desk area to where, like, the doctors would hang out and the nurses would be there to, like, check you into the Waverly Hills Sanatorium. And they'd take your information down, like, huge, gorgeous, like, entrance. So they took us into there, and they were talking about how there was a room off to the corner which held everybody's records. And then there was a surgeon who decided he was going to burn all of those records.
Yeah.
The same surgeon or doctor, quote unquote doctor, who was a dick to women. He hated women with a passion.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
And I remember this.
Yep.
You went in there alone and started talking some shit.
I was not alone. People were in there. There were people there.
Oh, was there?
Yes, there were people around me. You weren't, but
I was in the hallway thinking, God damn it, she's talking the shit. She's got to cut this out.
There was nothing that had happened the whole fucking time that we were there. I didn't look at pictures. I just snapped them. I was going to look at them later.
Yeah.
So we're in this huge, like, office hall thing, like, big, gorgeous. And so I'm talking shit. What, you think women ain't shit? Come and try me, motherfucker. You're a bitch. You want to go? Let's fucking go.
What's funny is this is 1 month after the Roe v. Wade thing happened, and I'm like, oh no, here we go.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was pissed.
She's going feminazi on the fucking
I was
ghost
fucking
doctors.
Mad. I said, you feminist piece of shit. You want to go? Let's go. We're gonna go. So everybody's starting to file and walk down the hallway to end the tour.
Yeah.
I'm towards the back, and the last tour guide, who was still hanging out to make sure there were no stragglers, I remember hearing like running footsteps.
Yeah.
And he's like, go, you guys have to go. And I turned around and I said, what? He goes,
he's here.
Yeah. He goes, they're stomping and scraping and pounding on walls. Somebody is beating the fuck out of the walls. And I said, I'm sorry, that was me. I said, do you want me to go back? And he goes, no, go now.
You poked a fucking bear in that building.
I did more than poked a bear.
You
whipped my dick out and smacked him in the face.
You were fucking with Pablo Escobar, who we saw today.
We did. We did.
Going back to the Scarefest, we did see the cocaine bear today.
We did.
Yes, he is stuffed and mounted. And yes, we saw the cocaine bear.
There's pictures on our Twitter.
He's not that big.
He's really not that big.
Well, he's a black bear.
He's a black, yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway.
Anywho, so the tour guide was like, this guy's fucking crazy. Like, something's going down. He's like, shit started flying and moving. Like, you could hear stuff.
Remember,
like
you all came running back.
Well, again, I was like, trying to see if I could provoke and get something to happen.
You cannot be provoking at one of the most haunted places in the planet.
I will provoke anyone, anywhere, anytime that I want to. I felt safe. I felt okay.
No one you didn't make anyone else feel safe.
Normally I don't provoke. You know me. I do not do that.
What is this bitch doing?
Right, she's fucking crazy. But no, I
claim to not even know you. Like, I don't know this woman. This crazy lady in the lobby.
The blonde bitch is fucking crazy. Get rid of her.
There's a crazy bitch.
There's a crazy bitch. But no, just the sheer terror on the dude's face. And he was like, what the fuck? I said, that was me. I'm so sorry. And he's like, you're the one who was saying all that shit? I said, yeah, I am. I'm so sorry. He's like, no, that's fine. It's just he's very angry right now. And I was like, do I need to go fight him? Like, I don't really fight spirits because they kind of scare me a little bit. But
well, you did this time.
I made him.
Good job, Boner.
Yeah.
Put down your dudesy mug and scare the ghosts.
Never.
Good job, Boner.
Yes. You know, the history behind Waverly Hills is...
It's rich.
It is rich. It's
is
fantastic.
A rich history.
We didn't even cover even half of it. We just covered some stuff that we thought would be beneficial and you guys would find interesting because we found interesting. Please, if you get a chance, go read up on it. Go watch YouTube videos. I used to work at a hotel off of Dixie Highway, and one of the only good hotels off Dixie Highway that was close enough to Waverly Hills. We would have ghost hunters come in all the time from all over the world to stay at the hotel.
Like the time that you met Grant and Jason Taps, Ghost Hunters, the show?
Yes, I did meet Grant and Jason from Ghost Hunters. I know they were there. I should have.
Dave Tango and Steve Cardenas were there today.
I know.
I just remembered. I would love to have met them.
I walked right past them, and I stopped, and I looked, and I went,
what happened to your show? Oh, it got
complete-
canceled because you were lying.
Can I complete the four, the
Do you know
meeting?
Do you know Zach Baggins? Is he in your community?
No. Everybody hates Zach Baggins.
I do want to go to Vegas and see his museum, though.
So, like, I was working downtown at the visitor center. Elevator doors open. I'm exhausted. I pulled a long, long day. And the elevator doors open. I didn't even think about it. And I just took a deep breath and went to step in. And I look up, and it's Grant and Jason right in front of me.
Yeah.
And Grant goes,
were they nice?
Oh, my God, they were so nice. And so Grant goes, hello. And I went, hi.
Weren't they on their way? Because they always did their Halloween show, their live Halloween show there.
Yeah.
They were on their way. Yeah, they were heading out to go to work.
And I was just like, hi. And then they're like, are you going up? I'm like, uh-huh. And they're like, okay, we'll take you up. And I was like, okay.
You should have said me and my future husband made out under his ex-girlfriend's window after we watched your show.
This was before I knew you.
You still could have said it.
Because I knew.
Was it before we knew each other?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Damn.
Yeah, because I was working at Comfort Inn when I met you.
Oh, yeah.
So this was way before then. That was his visitor center.
That was your before your hotel tour.
Yep. Before my hotel start. But so I get in the elevator and I'm chatting up Grant, and the weird thing about it is Jason was standing next to me, and he just like inched closer, and he was like, hey, how's it going?
No,
I'm
you're
Jason.
a creep.
How's it going? Oh, he total creeped. But I love them both already. Like they were so nice.
They do seem pretty cool.
They were cool.
I was a huge fan of that show.
A lot of ghost hunters would come out to the hotel and stay, and a lot of them would, like, we would talk because I would work third shift all the time. And so they would come in the mornings and check in or get back from the overnight tour before I left. So we would talk a little bit about it. And they were like, give us your email and we'll send you all the EVPs and we'll send you everything about what we caught and pictures. And, oh, I was so excited because I never got to go. I want to do the 8-hour tour before I die. For the love of God, anybody listening want to do an 8-hour tour, let's fucking go.
Jason and Angie are trying to put one together, and we're already on the list.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I would like...
If he goes, we're not going to see shit.
I know.
My brother ruins everything ghosty.
He does ruin everything,
God,
ghost-wise, spirit-wise. He does. I know.
Well, no, because he was with us when my phone was
Maybe
coming
it's
out
just
of
me
my
and him. Maybe me and him can't be in the same room
No,
together.
You were there? You were at the end of the hallway.
I was at the end of the fucking hallway. I was far enough away where I could have gotten slaughtered.
You know what's funny is I
In the
remember
dark.
when I took AJ last year, he was like, man, like the look of awe on his face. Like, it's like watching a kid go to Disney World for the first time. As soon as we pulled up onto the parking lot, he's just, you could see diamonds and sparkles in his eyes.
Well,
his jaw, he had to hold his jaw up.
Remember what he said?
Well,
he has always wanted to come and see Waverly.
Yeah. Well,
that was one of the reasons why that he came here.
He goes,
he
while
we're
walking through, he goes, man, I think if I ever actually make a real life stone safe house,
It's going to look like this.
I think it's going to be here. And he's going, all right, so, and then the tour guide was, here's one of the nurses' stations. He goes, nope, that's my fucking dispensary. And then we would go down the hall. Here's another nurse station. Nope, that's the other fucking dispensary. I said, what are you doing? He goes, dude, this is the Stone Safe House.
We're going to plan.
This is going to be it. This is where the Stone Safe House is. Like, for real? He goes, dude, if I hit the lottery, it's going down.
You know what?
He goes, I'm buying this building, and I'm going to live in it.
Talking about that, I don't know why, but my brain went back to the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
I didn't get to finish with Tyler Labine. So we told him that we covered an episode of Tucker and
I think
Dale.
I have TB. My lung hurts from the burps. Speaking of Waverly.
Jesus Christ. Really?
Superstar.
Anyway, so we told Tyler Labine that we recorded an episode talking about Tucker and Dale, and he was like, oh, cool, that's awesome. So where do I find it? I'm scrambling through the fucking backpack trying to find the business cards with the QR codes.
Guess what episode got a download today?
Did it really?
He listened to it.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
It got it. It has one download.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
For the month of October.
Holy fucking shit. Tyler Labine, friend of the show. Holy God. Oh my God.
He actually did listen to the episode.
Oh my God.
I checked it.
I want to see it.
I checked it right before.
I want to see the number.
When I came in this room in the studio to set up and turn everything on.
Oh my God.
I said, I'm going to just look.
Okay.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil in October 1.
Tucker and Dale. Oh my God.
He listened to it.
As I'm trying to scramble and find the business cards that has a QR code that goes to our link tree, Mike goes, here, scan this. And so for those of you who don't know, we make Patreon shirts that have our logo on the pocket with a QR code in the middle.
Yep.
And I said, yeah, here, scan his titty. And he goes, I love scanning titties.
Shout out to the chick that played Allison on that movie.
So he took a picture of it and he's like, see, look, it's going right to the link tree. And he closes his phone, puts it face down, and he goes, I'll check it out later. He said, but I got it saved. It's right here. Here we go. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. What would he be? Boyfriend number
I don't know.
5, 6? I don't either.
Apparently, I'm in some dumb celebrity polyamorous relationship. And I don't even like that lifestyle. But
let me have my dreams.
But the way I see it, with this, I can open my own Comic-Con.
Right.
Because I have Stephen Amell, Grant Gustin.
Grant Gustin's not on my list.
I thought he was.
No.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
No, not
Jensen
anymore.
Ackles.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
Now Tyler Labine.
Uh-huh.
Greg Nicotero.
No, he's not. No.
Oh.
He's dad.
Well,
Or big brother goals.
No, okay. Oh, no,
Dad.
He's daddy.
No, he's
I know that stuff. That kind of thing grosses you out.
I mean, I have daddy issues, but not like that.
I'm banging a goth chick with daddy issues. I'm married to a goth. That's not what I wanted in life, but it is what it is.
Anyway, so you forgot Ross Marquand.
Oh, Ross Marquand.
Thank you. Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill. Oh, fucking Superman. Let's go, baby.
Okay, is that okay? Is that good?
It's Superman. I'll allow that.
Okay.
Look, the way I see it,
you're going to be famous.
Superman's banging my wife. I must be doing all right.
No, I didn't say anything about banging. They're just my boyfriends.
It's Superman?
Uh-huh.
Babe.
Oh, so I need to bang him.
Just let it happen.
Okay, I'll let it happen.
It's my boyhood dream. It's okay. Look. No,
okay, so
wait.
back to Waverly Hills.
Babe, you cheated on me. Yeah, but with Superman.
Okay.
Oh. What? Hold on. When you guys are done, can
him and Crypto can we play?
Can I see if you think he would be down to play Warhammer 3000 with me?
Right.
Could we paint figures for Warhammer together?
Can I play with Crypto?
Can we play play video games together? Is that okay? Can I play video games with Superman?
No, but
okay.
Anyway,
okay,
that went
fine.
off on a tangent.
It's Superman
And Dale.
Look, I'm not happy about it, but no one's perfect. It's Superman.
Oh man,
Mom, it finally happened. I'm best friends with Superman now.
Just don't tell her how.
You cheated.
Not cheating. You know about it.
It's Superman.
It's not cheating because you know about it.
Well, that's how they all end.
Yeah, but that's why it's called cheating. You know about it. Never mind. We'll get into that off air.
If you didn't know about it, then I would still be with all the Jesus.
I hope that picked up.
I really hope it did. Well,
Oh, it might.
there's
have.
a little blip
It
right
might
there.
have. We'll figure it out.
Not edit. Leave it in. It's your edit.
It is my edit. I'll leave it in.
Leave it in.
I'll leave it in. But anyway, go and check out Google Waverly Hills. You will find so much shit about
Waverly Hills Sanatorium.com. You can book tour dates.
Tour dates, yes.
Well, yeah, if you want to book tour dates, yeah, there. You have to not have a job because you can only do the tour dates, the overnighters, Sunday through Thursday.
Yes.
Through the year. Yes, it's through the year. I've looked.
Okay. I know they start in March.
So take a vacation day from work.
It's in March.
Yeah, it begins in March. Yeah. Goddamn, Waverly Hills. What a fuck.
I mean,
place is
honestly,
so cool.
seriously, guys, if you ever get a chance, even just to do the 2-hour tour, just to be in the presence of the building is...
The 2-hour tour, it doesn't sound like a long time.
But it really, they cover so much ground.
They dump information and history on you.
Yeah.
You walk away in 2 hours. You can go from learning nothing about the building to you know a lot.
Which
about
is
the
why
building.
I really want to do the 4-hour tour just to see what kind of information's on that
Fuck
one.
that. I want 8 hours.
But it's not a tour.
I know.
It's practically a free for all to where you can go anywhere.
You're with no one that works there.
Oh, speaking of which, another fun story before we go. There's a lady who does the 8-hour tour alone. She pays for the 8-hour tour by herself.
Fuck that.
And walks the building alone. She says, no one's coming with me.
She does it every year.
Every year. She has also taken a nap during that 8-hour tour in one of the refrigerators in the morgue.
Yeah.
She will climb onto the slab and go into
the balls on this woman.
Nope.
The balls.
Yep. I want her on my zombie apocalypse team.
Shit. If the zombie apocalypse happens or the purge, whichever happens first, fucking dibs.
On her? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Fucking dibs.
Like, honestly, no.
That is my ride or die.
No, my God.
This bitch is John fucking Rambo
I will tell you,
with tits and a pussy.
The building itself is breathtaking. And then when you go inside, you actually understand how sad and depressing and what has happened there. And it's just overwhelming. How you can do that alone?
Yeah, by yourself for 8
You gotta
hours.
be fucked up.
For me, that 8 hours would feel like at least 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've never, I could imagine if I did it.
Nope.
I'm
not even imagining
myself,
that I'm doing it.
5
Nope.
minutes in, and I'm like, okay.
Are we done
Fuck,
yet?
it's only 11:05.
Yeah, right.
God damn it.
Nope.
Please let me out?
Nope.
I changed my mind.
I changed my...
You can keep the money.
It's like a Saturday night at 1 a.m. when you're trying to text your friends because everybody else has bailed on you. Somebody come out. Come hang out. Please
That is the ultimate drunk text. Bitch, fuck you. I'll go to Waverly by myself overnight. Okay, bet. Fuck yeah, pull up, bitch.
You walk in the door.
And you're there. Now it's time to put up or shut up. You're like, all right. If you...
No, honestly, though, I wouldn't be able to do anything without somebody next to me. Well, I mean, already knowing how I am.
I would need, if no matter where I am in that building, if we did the 8 hour, I should say, I don't say if, when, I'm going to need to be with multiple people. One person, and I do love being scared. I love being afraid of that kind of stuff in real life situations.
Because it's real.
Yeah. But at the same time, I know me. If it was just me and you, I would still feel like I'm there solo. Because I would need at least a third person there.
Well, you already know how I am, and you're pretty much fucked when it comes to
you,
places.
Yes. I would need
No.
Jace with me.
So that no spirits come around.
I would
because
feel,
when I'm around, spirits come around.
Honestly, if I was at Waverly, just me and Jace, mentally I would feel like me and him are here
Right.
hanging out where it is safe and there are no ghosts or things that could possess me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
yeah.
for some reason, the dead is afraid of Jays.
They really are. He's
is
never seen a spirit. He's never experienced it.
He did see my phone coming out of my pocket.
Well, yeah, but
Even though he was bombing whiskey.
Right.
Even though he was bombing whiskey.
But it's still, I mean, God bless. Like, the history behind it. How many people really died?
63,000 plus.
Right. And they still don't have all the records on the people that died.
Yeah.
And they're still counting. And just to know that that is literally 20 minutes down the road from us.
Yeah.
It's...
Depending on Dixie Highway traffic and
the red lights.
And my God, you'll more than likely hit all the fucking red lights.
Unless you go the back way, which is really fun.
It is, but...
I like to hear the older people, as in like the 50-year-old,
the people that like lived it.
No, I'm talking 50, 60-year-old people who went to Waverly Hills after it shut down, and they're like, we used to go there and party and drink and hang out and smoke.
That was
the
before...
cool part.
Shout out to the Mattingly family, by the way.
Oh,
They
yeah.
bought it back in 2001. You have connections to Tina somehow through Scouts?
No, my mom works at a preschool. And
Shout out to Mom.
Shout out to my mom.
Mom-in-law for me, but...
She's your mom.
Yeah.
My mom.
God damn it, I love her.
She is a saint.
She's the best.
She's
Next
amazing.
to my mom, who
They're
is also
both-
the best.
They're both the best.
They are queens.
They are.
There's the best, and then there's queens, and they are
They're
both queens.
So my mom works for a school, a local school, preschool in the area, and
That's right up the street.
Yeah, but Tina Mattingly, the owner of Waverly Hills, her grandchildren go there. And my mom used to show off pictures of my special effects makeup and how I like Halloween and spooky. And Tina Mattingly, for years, I'm saying years now, has been trying to get me to come to Waverly through my mother.
She's a sweet lady. Tina is a sweet lady.
Oh, she is very cool.
She's very sweet. If you guys ever are in the area and you do get a chance to go to Waverly, stop by and say hi to the Mattinglys. They're a beautiful family, so nice, humble, loving. They love that everybody appreciates what they have to offer.
Oh yeah,
they are the owners, and also big ups to them for winning their fucking property back.
They won their property.
Fuck
so I
yes.
didn't really want to bring it up.
Well,
because it's a touchy subject.
It is, but shout out to them. They
the
fought and they won.
Historical Society tried to take it from them and kick them off their own property.
Yes, and they fucking won.
And they won the lawsuit or the judgment or whatever.
Yes,
Yeah,
they got their shit back. So
congratulations.
Fuck yeah. You know what? A toast.
A toast to the Mattingleys.
To the Mattingleys.
Skull.
Yes. Shout out. They do have skulls because bones.
I said skull. Never mind. We'll get into
You said
that
skull.
later. I said skull.
Skull. Oh, like the tobacco. I don't understand.
It's the Viking cheers.
Oh, I got you. Okay. I didn't know that.
No, it is. It's
That's why they say that at Vikings games in Minnesota. They do. That's a chant. That's a chant at Minnesota Vikings games. Matty Ice, you know this. Brad. Coach Brad. You guys know.
Listen to us.
No, but yeah, skulls.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a term of endearment.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's what
when
it
they
is.
score a touchdown or that. God, they suck this year.
Anyway, Waverly.
Yeah.
No, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed it.
I hope you learned something.
I mean,
I hope we convinced you that fucking go. Come here and go.
Absolutely.
We'll go with you.
If you need hotel hookups, you know who to call.
Ghostbuster or you, yeah.
Yeah, me. Call me.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Message me. Let me know if you guys want to come here. But if you want to do a tour, let us know.
We'll go with you.
Yeah, of course. If we can get on a 2-hour tour.
All of
it's like $20 for a 2-hour tour.
An 8-hour tour.
We're going to do an 8-hour tour. I want to do that so badly.
Join us, won't you, on Taproom Paranormal.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, Patreon idea.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Ah, fuck it. You guys can have the free show. We'll do it.
We'll do a free show.
YouTube it.
We'll YouTube it.
Follow us on YouTube for
I like
Patreon.
that too.
Taproom Paranormal.
But no, if you guys ever want to do a tour, let us know. We'll hook you up with connections.
Yes.
You know, whatever we can do, because I wish more people would come and experience Waverly.
If you do the 2 to 4 hour tour, it's like $30.
It's $20 for it's $22 for the 2-hour tour and like $45 for the 4.
It's not expensive.
Not really.
It's pretty fair. You can't put a price on knowledge.
And the experience of the place,
Yes.
just the building.
One of the most haunted places
In America.
on the
Or
planet,
in the planet,
on
yeah.
Earth.
I mean,
Probably the
Jesus.
most haunted in America.
like if you've ever seen the TV series Rose Red, like just walking into the building, you're like, because it's so amazing.
There's that one episode of Supernatural where they botched
They did.
and really kind of ruined the good name of Waverly Hills
They did.
by not filming the fucking episode in Waverly Hills. It was clearly a factory
Yeah, but they
because
tried.
there was machine equipment in there.
I know, but they tried. Cheers
Oh,
to
that's
them.
Waverly Hills. But no, anyway, fuck you, CW.
We need to go record Last Call
We do. We need
for
to get,
November
we need to
because
get drunker.
okay, so super busy next weekend because of course Halloween weekend.
And we
Always
will be
busy.
wrapping up Taproom of Terror by honoring the man, the myth, the king, the god, the legend, John fucking Carpenter.
Ow!
We will be wrapping up. Thank you, guys. Taproom of Terror was awesome this year.
It was fun.
It ruled.
It's
We got
ruled.
educational.
Yeah,
We
we had some laughs.
we did.
We had a lot of
we
laughs.
Got really
we always have laughs. Though.
informal and educational. We
Yeah.
kicked it off with demonic possessions. And then last week, what did we do?
I don't remember.
We did stuff.
We
Oh my
did the
God, what did
spooky
we
stuff.
do?
No, demonic possessions was the first one.
Bloomhouse last
Bloomhouse
week.
last week. There we go.
We went back and this is our first episode in a long time that didn't include movies, which is a breath of fresh air.
It kind of is.
We are
because
not
don't
a
have to
movie
research this.
podcast.
No, we're really not. But people love it when we do movies.
Yeah.
They like to hear our takes.
All right, fine. Taproom's a movie show.
No, it's not.
We're even in the top 15 on Good Pods under film and TV reviews.
15.
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
We're not a movie review podcast.
Speaking of which, new on the Patreon.
Yes.
Do you want to go ahead and spill the beans?
You know what? Yeah, let's do it.
Let's spill the beans right now. Let's go. We were going to save it to the
Before
end.
we get into it, though, to kick it off, I want to personally shout out our good buddy Jay of the Porn Stash podcast because this is his idea.
It was his idea. So, for those of you listening, Time We Asked Tabby, or Twat, is going to be laid to rest. Rest in peace.
It already is.
Yes, but anyway. So I decided to take a step back, and because Jay from the Porn Stash, love you, dude, gave
Love you,
us
brother.
a brilliant idea for a Patreon episode. So make sure you guys subscribe because it will be available on the $1, $3, $5, and $10 tier. All tiers.
Shout out to you.
We are going to turn Time We Asked Tabby into
Tap Room Recast, which what we will be doing is, okay, so yes, we understand that these movies are perfectly cast as well, but we want to have fun with it.
so like,
What if this person played this role?
well, if you go back and listen to our Stranger Things episode,
Or Game of Thrones.
but we recasted Stranger Things if it was
Yes.
made in the 80s.
Yes.
We recasted Game of Thrones American
Yes.
actors instead
What-
of British actors.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take the blockbuster era of VHS movies that dropped on VHS, and we're going to make them as if they were made. We're going to
Today.
recast them as if they came out
Today.
as brand new films.
Yep.
I'm talking, you know what? Here's the list. Are you ready?
You want to do the list?
I'm going to throw a few titles
Just throw.
out.
So, and while you're pulling that up,
So go ahead.
I was going to say, so while you're pulling that up, so as we're recasting, it is Mike versus Tabby.
Uh-huh.
And we will have special guest judges on every episode.
Yep.
And
The loser has to take the dreaded punishment shot. Or here's an idea I had.
okay,
So instead of a punishment shot,
okay,
let's do this.
okay,
Me and you throw out, okay, we cast person as this role.
okay,
the judge says, I like what Tabby said. I pick her for this character. I lost. Boom, shot.
The bad shot or just a shot?
A shot.
Okay.
A shot of an alcohol.
And then whoever loses takes the nasty shot.
Or, yes.
I like that. I like it.
So, or judge says, I think Mike's pick for this character is better. So I'm going to give him the point.
I don't know because we can't do that because there's too many characters. We're going to either do 5, 7, or 9, and there's no way.
It depends on we'll do it that way depending on the number of characters in the episode.
Right.
We'll put a limit on it.
We'll figure that out later.
But the loser has to take the dreaded punishment shot. Shout out to Jason of PFM Podcast. So here's a few movies that we've already got on the list. Breakfast Club, Goodfellas, Revenge of the Nerds, Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, What Lies Beneath, The Fifth Element, The Matrix, and Airplane. That's half the list.
And we've gotten a lot of requests and suggestions from other people.
If you want to hear these, you have to subscribe to the Patreon. If you want to be a judge, let us know. Whether you're a patron or not, you can be a judge. Also, if you want to decide what movie we have to fan cast, you have to be a patron.
You have to be a patron.
If you are subscribed, because the poll will only be available to those subscribed to our Patreon account. Boom. Taproom Recast. New show. Let's go.
I think it's a great idea. Again,
I fucking
Jay,
love it.
Porn
fucking,
stash.
you know what? Cheers to Jay. Shout out to you, buddy.
Very well. Very well.
Yes.
Super excited about that. Please, guys, I mean, if you want to hear some pretty good fan cast, we did MASH fan cast.
We did.
With McShane from Whiskey Hill.
Fucking McShane.
I do want to have Fitz on for one, at least.
Well, I talked to McShane. I told him, because he's a Patreon subscriber. And I said, so since Whiskey Hell reads as a patron,
technically,
I'm gonna go ahead and say, you know what, Fitz can, and he goes, dude, Fitz would love that.
Oh yeah,
he would be good. So we're gonna have
anybody who is subscribed.
Yes,
gets to be a judge.
Well, anyone can be a judge, but if you want to listen to it,
you have
or
to be
if you want to decide our fate, you have to be a patron.
Patron to
also
choose the movie,
and I'm throwing it out now.
Choose the shot.
Only patrons can decide what the shot is.
Yeah, that's what Jay said too.
The patron
chooses what we drink.
You're doing it. Well, the judge.
That's what I meant.
You're doing a shot of this tonight. The loser will do a shot of this.
I'm scared for some people who are on our Patreon right now. Like, I'm terrified.
And to cap it all off, join us on December 8th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we honor and raise money for, well,
the Floofy Muffins!
The Kentucky Humane Society. We will be posting links that they have provided for money donations or supplies donations.
There are going to be links to everything.
Babies.
We do not get anything out of it. All the links are going to be posted that go directly to them.
Yes.
So we are not even the middleman. We are just here to provide support and shine a spotlight.
Yep.
To look at them.
We're here to help. God,
we have a good lineup.
Fur babies need homes. Adopt, don't shop.
Bingo. We have so many amazing people helping us with this, though.
Yes, and I love our headliner. Ding, ding, bird.
I'm super excited. Guys, you guys are going to love this. I hope you love this as much as we do.
We got PFM Podcast. We got Big Nick is coming back.
Fuck you, you bastard.
We've got fucking one of my favorite people in the world, Andreas from the Latin Jukebox.
He's so amazing. He's so sweet.
Latino heat, baby. Canadian Latino heat. He's the only thing keeping it hot up in Canada right now. Shout out to him.
Tallboy Radio.
Seismic Cinema. Wait, what?
I'm excited.
We got all the boys across the pond jumping in on this.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
I'm excited with
What a
Suspects
lineup.
Cinema. Oh my god.
The beautiful ladies of both the opinionated Lushes.
Oh my god.
Mwah. Chef's kiss to the Lushies.
Beautiful babies.
And Texas' own CK and GK podcast.
The ladies of CKGK.
5 beautiful ladies joining, guesting in. It's going to be so much fun.
It is fun. Guys, please make sure you
Yes.
also tune in December 8th, okay?
And we have a cool live stream happening next Saturday at the Battletown Witch Festival. It's going to be dope. Dope.
So I didn't know that we actually had like witch burnings close to us.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Episode coming up. I actually put it on.
Okay, then let's do it.
It's not just Salem, but it's
Everything.
around
Okay.
America. at the
Battletown
time.
Witch Festival. Super excited. There's going to be vendors. Going to be cool shit. We're gonna
Fire trucks.
We're
will be
actually going to be live doing a podcast
Yes.
as well. So
Live
tune in
show.
for that. Tune in for that. Super excited. Hope you guys enjoy it as well.
there. Hell yeah. But yeah, Waverly Hills. That's going to do it for this episode. We hope you guys learned something. We hope that we excited you enough to maybe come down and check it out. It was pretty. It's an awesome place. It is Louisville's own Mount Rushmore of history.
It is.
It's beautiful. It's immaculate, rich in history and I don't want to say
Spooky.
culture,
Spooky.
but not everyone there was white.
Spooky. Ooh.
Yes. But yeah, Waverly Hills Sanatorium. That's fucking awesome episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for listening. Tune in again next week when we honor God himself, John Carpenter, the king of horror, the creator of Michael fucking Myers, Kentucky's own John Carpenter.
Thank you. That's why I love him.
Yeah.
He's a Kentucky boy.
Shout out to the folks in Smiths Grove. Tab, get us the fuck out of here. Let's go. It's time for last call.
As always, thanks for listening to this episode. Don't forget to check out our link tree at linktr.ee/Gray's Taproom Podcast 2. You will find many ways to support us. Buy us a coffee because we will be hungover after this episode. You can subscribe to our Patreon. 3 tiers are available for you. Get your buzzed on for $3, get tipsy for $5, or fully loaded for $10.
Don't text and drive, don't drink and drive, and always drink responsibly.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Taproom closed.
Good night.
Bye.